guys have missed me. Got a ton of fan mail. It's got so, I do still got a little bit left. Now, the light burns off. The fire on that. This isn't doing a job, dude. Big shot. So, and how was this guy's first day of sobriety? First day of sobriety, Michael. How are you doing?
Let's see. Yeah, just like Williams.
Huh?
What they doing?
Sobriety, isn't it? I'm not coming through my headset.
Let's see. Wait, oh, I know what it is. Wait. It didn't automatically block it. That's an easy fix. How's it going, Tony?
Okay. Well, a long week.
Well, usually it already mutes the YouTube,
Yeah.
but it didn't automatically mute it. I was like, oh, I got an echo. Go back.
I got my music on YouTube. It's just on my headset. On my headset.
Well, usually mine automatically mutes when I go over to stream.
It's not working when I go live.
But
what?
If I go to StreamYard and I open your channel thing on YouTube, it's automatically muted. And
you know what? I just thought back, and just for these things plugged in there, I gotta go to that setting for the headphone setting and turn that shit on to bypass. So I don't really need that on either, but I just thought it would save me in case I get excited.
I finally got my new laptop after 2 months of waiting.
You got that 3 weeks ago. Where'd you get it from? Where did you get it?
I got it from Lenovo. In Manila. I ordered it directly from Lenovo.
You know what? Amazon might deliver that. You should check it out.
Well, they did deliver it, but it just took 2 months to get it.
Listen, Michael, I have a Lenovo. I have a Lenovo.
Yeah.
When I was talking to Simon about it, I know this asshole Dennis, he's being real shit. But I got this thing like what cost mine cost $800 or $850. I don't know what yours was, but when I was talking to Simon, about it, he was like, he spent $1,000 on that Apple. Man, $1,000.
Apple's overpriced.
Well, that's just it. But when I said, he told me he got it for $1,000, and I spent $850 or $800. I said, what's another $200 when you're that high? It's just you don't need any of these. You didn't think of them.
There's a lot more programs for
But hey, I'm not into all that shit like that.
Windows. There's a lot more programs for Windows than there are for Apple. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's why I kind of stayed away from it, because you'd have two walls in the computer shop of games and programs and all that for Windows, and then they have this wee little section for Apple. Yeah, it's just a wee little section.
I know, but I'm just gonna have to.
That's, I said I'm not gonna get into that. You know, I'd rather have Windows because I have more options. You know, stuff. I mean, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
got
gonna.
a ThinkBook, Lenovo
Move
ThinkBook
that chair over here. Right here.
generation. 6th generation.
Put this. I'm gonna move my put this back in the room. I'm gonna move this thing over where it's in total. If I can do it. Yeah, I should be. It's my what do you call it here. I better write them because I don't know. Okay.
I got the big light on.
Not much at all, man. Well, I'm just gonna stay where I was. I don't have any extra lights. I never had this. The light that we had up there had 3 different arms on it. You know, where you can adjust it.
Yeah.
And it burnt out. So you stuck a regular light bulb up there. But there's a little bit of a cutout there, and it's blocking the light. This thing is blocking the light, and making it over.
That's enough. That's enough light to get around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm beautiful enough, right?
Yeah. I know what you look like.
Listen, I didn't think they could count that out in Canada, Dennis. I was up to 2, man. You guys are tearing it up there. Where's my engineer? He's always playing. He's always effing around. He got back there. He probably got the click back.
Yeah, I just.
Michael, you just started out your day. I mean, you just woke up or what? Sound for
No, I took a nap. I'm taking these back pills, and they make me drowsy as hell. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Hey, they're working. Well, it's a temporary fix, I guess. My doctor thinks I have a pinched nerve, but I don't think I can do that because I don't really do anything. I don't bend over to pick up anything. I'm doing nothing.
You don't have to. You could have degenerative discs.
Yeah.
I just having one flat is natural, but having a job I had bouncing around, mine are 2 flats.
Yeah.
At the bottom, no cushion. So I take 5 medicines, 6 medicines a day. So I'm on a fucking schedule. My whole day's a schedule. You know, when I wake up like that, it is. It sucks, you know. But my ulcer medicine, the bigger pill he gave me, because I got a omeprazole and I got another. I forget the name of that thing. But that one's expensive here. That's like 5,000 pesos, 5,600.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But I'm wondering if I totally knocked out soda, would I even need that one? Because my ulcer was bleeding. That's why I need it.
Yeah.
Because I would cough up the dry blood in the morning. So when I went, me knowing how these visits are, well, I gotta make an appointment with 2 months. Have the guy tell me some shit. So I just went to the ER, and I go in there, and I said, well, I was my it's been going on for a couple of weeks, and pop up with dry blood in the morning. And so the doctor comes down. He must have not had any pussy or something. He was just an asshole. He said, so what's going on? I told him. He goes, oh, so you just figured you'd just come down here? And I thought, like, what you fucking talking about? I was so,
Come
you know,
well, it is a goddamn emergency room, and
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it. So the waiting room, the ERs, is full of people, street people. They ain't got nowhere to go. They go in there. And I told my fucking insurance guy, Dean, you know what? If you don't want to fucking do this, go home. Send somebody else here. You don't even disrespect me like that. Fuck you. You don't know me.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what though? I could never win because as soon as I speak up for myself, the cocksucker's gonna get a fucking guard and they're gonna blow this shit out of it. You know what? If it bothered that dude so much, or if he had to critique or criticize somebody for coming in for whatever, maybe he's had 20 fuckers that night. If there was nothing wrong with them, that they just wanted to like come in and let society pay the bill for them. But I wasn't one of them. Don't talk to me. You don't know me, man. Don't talk to me. He talked to me like I was some fucking punk off the street.
My doctor's pretty cool. My primary care physician, Filipino. He's really cool. I like the way if he writes you a prescription, he'll put the name of the prescription on one side, and then on the other half of the paper, it tells you in type, it's typed out how you're supposed to take it. So you can actually read the prescription.
On a bottle too, it says so. Your bottle don't say
No.
Oh, because you get the tabs. You get those tabs. You get those tabs that have in a row like 20 on the strip.
Yeah. I think I'm an over fucking shits, but
I might have on there. I can tell you.
Fucking things like this.
I had
you
this.
Know what I mean? This
Wait a
is
minute.
from the farm.
Listen. Back. Yeah, I got. I still pop them into my old jars, my old containers. So listen. I used to have that. I used to have that Ancestry.com thing for a while, way back. Up here. So I look on it once in a while, and I see this. I see this lady in Lori Kornacki. And it's got me down. It's got her down as my first cousin. It's harder to find. It's harder to figure out the women one than it is the men for whatever reason. I forgot. Some chromosomes or some shit. But anyway, I've never seen this for a couple of weeks. I go, I don't know nobody. And she contacted me. And turns out none of us knew this except my mother, that she was given up by my auntie for adoption. My aunt had a thing going on with this buster. This dude was a family guy. Had 5 kids already. My aunt she was cute. She was beautiful, short, innocent person. And my cousin, turns out, my auntie asked my mother if they could live with us. And my dad said no, So my auntie had put her up for adoption because back then you didn't have a boyfriend or a husband. You were a bad seed having a child right away. So she gave her up for adoption. She named her Laura. Her name was her parents, step-parents, foster step-parents crossed adopted parents named Laura. So, and I didn't notice, so I talked to my mom, and then my mom talked to her, and my mom called me back a while. within a couple of days. You know, Auntie Joni, she don't want to meet. I thought, okay, because what happened with my aunt was she had her and gave her up for college. And my auntie had another boyfriend that left her. So my cousin Tracy, she she breathed like rabbits, man. She got like 5 kids. I thought she only had one.
I thought she only had one. She has
So
five.
next thing I know, well, she did. Man, my auntie came to my dad's funeral. I thought her daughter was my cousin Tracy. It was her daughter. I thought, fucking look so much alike. You know, I mean, almost identical. So she, I said, well, and I reported back to her. I said, yeah, she's not interested. Why? And I said, I don't. Next thing I know, I'm hearing this. My mom's telling me, yeah, my Auntie Joni met with her. She told my cousin Tracy he got a sister, and Tracy's about 62. Tracy's probably 50, early 50s. I don't know. Something. I'd be shocked if we're any more than that. Maybe 55. But she's cool. Probably laid back. She's laid back without smoking. So her husband had a issue with this. God, I forget what they call it. He shot himself in front of everybody in the yard with a shotgun. Simon is in the house.
Yeah.
Simon's according to what's his fucking name, Pepe Le Pew there, the minister. He says he swears allegiance. He pledges allegiance to the Queen. We don't have her. I don't know what that means. You know what? The U.S. in its early days, they tried to invade Canada a little bit up, I think in Detroit there, in Windsor. Canadians beat them back, and then they got in. They offered to buy Greenland. They got rejected on that one. Where is everyone? Well, I was off a week, so but Happy New Year and Happy New Year. They probably they're one of these people where they wait till the other people come on before they come. Your wife has already been here.
I'm about having sleep, and I was like, what's Tony's channel's name?
You asked me that 5 hours ago.
I had to pull up my subscriptions to find it.
Wasn't that 5 hours ago? Did you send me a message 5 hours ago?
Yeah, that's before I went to sleep.
I could type in there and see who's on there. Might have the twit in the background, Can't help himself.
Usually I just pull up the subscription page, and then I just type in your channel name, and then it'll bring it up.
Yeah, but you know what? The notification.
I was like, I don't know if I see it because I just woke up.
Yeah, the notifications I get sometimes are like in 2 days late. Anyway, today I went up to the land, constructed there because
Not sleeping.
My wife's uncle's starting to do stuff he thinks I'd like instead of what I want. So I get a call. This is funny, man. I get a call from the Toyota dealer there, and so I can hardly hear this. It is my hearing's bad. So I'm this chick's talking. I go, oh, because I went and got the last new prescription. They fucking wore out. Hey, I wore it for 2 days. I go, it's enough. Give me the old one back. So there's this 600-kilometer checkup. 600-kilometer checkup, and I said, well, I rode it around town once and once in the dealership, so I'm not even sure how much it has. And I just switched phones. Mother one died, but I was waiting 3 hours for that other one to come around where I could do shit with it. So I got a new one. So all the contacts and all that. That didn't, for whatever reason, it didn't transfer. So they called me. They said, "Yeah, when she's speaking like broken English."
You know what I do? I give the phone to my wife. That's what I do.
She says car dealer or Toyota. And I said, "Oh, I only drove it home and then once around, and that's it." So out of curiosity, the next day I'm out there at the construction site, and I open the door. I take the cover off. I got it covered, and I look, and I only got 23 on it.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. Living a dream.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Dennis. Hello, Dennis.
They just get on there to show them. You know what though, Michael? When I was giving pills for after my surgery, I was actually taking them like earlier in the day. What they were was they put me to sleep. So my son was used to come over a couple days a week. When I was in America, and I was sleeping.
But none of them are sleeping pills. One's a steroid.
Yeah, they'll make you horny. Hey, you haven't been jacking like a spider monkey, have you?
Nah.
Because that's supposed to be testosterone, supposed to perk you up.
I don't think they're all that powerful. They're just wee little pills. I don't know. I think that's a steroid.
This thing's warm, man. Put it back in and give me that. You took that one up there? Oh, you're good play. Here, come here. Don't get it too early. I learned this from Mike. My son did a good deed. He went down there.
Good.
He went down there and he got me a beer without me asking.
Oh.
I asked him for one. He goes, "Oh, it's right there."
I don't get that kind of service too often.
I think
Go get your own.
I think David's got his on Friday morning, Thursday.
Well, they'll go to the store and get it, but after that, it's all on you. You gotta walk to the refrigerator. You gotta get it yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta put it in the refrigerator if you want it cold, which is fine with me because.
I went out there today. I went out there today without eating. And today was extremely sunny. So the sun was strong. And I was throwing up, dehydrated.
I almost bought a big box of fish.
Seymour.
Metro. Was it Seymour?
Yeah.
Talking to my wife.
Yeah,
My
well,
wife.
You
I must.
you haven't had her on about 2 years.
I don't know if she's leaving now.
She's leaving.
Well, she's going out the door.
And you know what? She could go out shopping and all that shit. You just wake up and not even know it.
I don't know. She just comes and goes. I think she's still there, but I ain't looking that way. And I'll be talking to her. And I look over. She went out the door into the kitchen.
You mean you could be out there babbling for an hour and she not even there?
Yeah.
Served 11 years doing what? Beat Clayton. Yeah.
10. Yeah. I mean,
Don't tell me he served 11 years in the military because he had this dumbass at this bar I went to, and one of the patrons in there, his name was Russ, and he wasn't around one day, and Pete the owner was talking about he was in the military, and then he had 19 years. Now, well, I'm thinking, well, the minimum was 20. 20 years
Yeah.
you could take, you could retire.
when you get out on medical,
He told the owner he quit. I said, listen, Russ, he's a fucking year away from a pension. He's only 45 years old, which means he's got to wait till he's 62. If you don't take it, you got to wait. So I said, that guy's full of shit, man. He fucking, either he's the dumbest guy because he quit, or they forced him out.
they forced him out. That's why. So he has to go. But I think, see, you don't only have to do. I don't know if it works that way.
If you quit before the minimum, well, I don't know if the minimum's 20 anymore, but at that time I could speak to this because I know you would have to have 20 years to retire at any age. I mean, if you went in when you were 18, you could leave when you're 30, 20 years. Whatever you get, I have no idea.
38.
Because back then I was getting $250 a week. They paid every other week. So if they have a 20 and out, and he quits at 19, he's either the dumbest fucker I ever did, or
I would have just stuck out there.
We had a guy named Max, and Max, all cool older guys. I used to hang out with him at the mess table. Cool guys, and Max was about, at that time I was in my 20s. Max was like 40. Max was a vet, Vietnam vet. He was only a buck sergeant still. And I asked somebody, this guy named Jay that I was friends with. I used to party with him too before they start cracking down on weed smoking. And Jay had a girlfriend my age. Jay's girlfriend was my age, and he was, but he got busted when he was a drill sergeant. He did drill sergeant duty. He had to do it for like 2 or 3 years or whatever. You have a regular job, but you put in for this to do it. So he did that. And he was still in E5 when he should have been going in 7. But of course, you got time in you can't quit now. But all the guys that I was that came into the mess hall, they were all Vietnam vets, just far off. And we had a guy named you know how Jack Nicholson looked in A Few Good Men with that crew cut? This guy's name was Jack. Jack had over 40 years of military experience, including reserves and whatever. So we used to shoot the shit. I used to shoot the shit with these guys every day. It was hilarious. They got, that Jack, who was big guy with that no stitches. And one day I'm sitting down, and the chaplain's assistant came through. Now you only got, when you went to the dessert line, you could have as many as you wanted. Didn't matter. So this dude was overweight, but he wasn't like they had you slender, medium, or obese. He wasn't that bad, but he's still, fat. So Jack's sitting there as he sees this guy, because he used to check out people's shoes when they came in. He was serious about dressing. And so Jack goes, I'm going to go over there and ask him what his problem is. And I started laughing at Jay. Jay says, Jay's like 42. He helped me out one night. My ex like kicked me out of the house. I know where to go. So Jay says, no, he's serious. So Jack goes over and says, excuse me, son. Yes, Master. Are you on the Fat Man program? He said, no, I'm not. Oh, he said, yes, I am. He says, and then Jack says, then what the fuck you eating all that goddamn cake for? Oh,
Because it's good.
I felt sorry for the guy. I felt sorry for the Japanese assistant because he was a good. He was a good guy. But Jack, he was always making the dude had the dude had he had so many service ribbons and whatever ribbons campaign, but he he had no look. I mean, that dude, he was so full.
Yeah.
Those guys made those guys made my 3 years go fast.
Yeah.
But I'm almost at the end of my tour. I was in Illinois, Fort Sheridan. Never heard of a fucker in my life. The jumps. I went to airborne school. I decided I don't want to do this. I want to do something to keep me in America because I've never selected a duty station. You don't do that, chances are they'll ship you. So I'm down at Fort Benning in Columbus. They said, "Yeah, you're going to Fort Sheridan." I go, "What the fuck is that?" In Illinois. Oh, so some guy from Chicago that was going to Kentucky said, "I'll trade with you, man." I said, "Nah, we're 60 miles from home." So I took that. And that listen, my brother, my ex-brother, my sister's first husband, he was stationed there. So I used to hang out with him. I stayed with him, lived with him while I was there. I was there for like 2 months maybe. And so he had a friend. He says he had a friend that I said, Mark, man, I don't want to go do these fucking eggs. You know, you had to go do some kind of detail while you were waiting on your orders. So uh, every morning it was dark, 5, something like that. They call out your name. You go to the police, like some fucking range, or you and you go work at, go wiping down the commandant's office, and they call my name out, and I just ducked behind a tree. And it must have been that dude, otherwise I'd have got kicked out of the arms there, because I went home. I spent the whole day at home, and then I get my car, come back for formation, and go back home. I didn't do shit for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Well, when I was clearing, they only give my first sergeant only give you like 7 days to get everything done. You're supposed to have 10.
7 days.
But he was to turn in all your TA-50, go to the provost marshal, get your
yeah, but I wasn't transferring out. I just had to do a detail till my orders came through, because they said, what is the reason why you should be shipped out of America, leave the states? I said, well, I got a pregnant. They go, okay, we'll give them this duty station. I didn't know shit about shit. I was administrative. And when I was there, because if you parted your hair in the middle, they thought you were a pot smoker. So we with the MPs had certain houses on the coast, only 1 square mile, and we had this guy in the mess hall. I worked in the mess hall for a while, and I was a ration driver. He says, "Real cool guy, Well, I work in finance. I got to come down here because of my back, I can't sit still." And he was a MPI. He was a plant. He says, after a couple of weeks or a month, he says, "Yeah, they're investigating you." I said, "What for what?" For dealing me. You got me shitting me. And I go, I'm not stupid. And because the guy got to know him, so he goes, this guy. So I used to go to the Ratskiller, the post bar.
Yeah.
The bar manager was an MPI, military police investigator.
Uh,
name was Rick. His name was Rick. So Rick was always cool with me, you know. And one night, this friend of mine, I nicknamed him John Cool. His name was John. So, and he reminded me of that one guy from A Few Good Men, one of the dudes that were in Guantanamo. Real cool guy, you know. So me and him go outside the officers club. They were investigating him. I didn't know this. And we're standing on the side. He's about to whip out a tube, you know. I look up and I see Red. And he knew I saw him because I told him to do it. I said, forget it. We're not doing that. So I go back down to the bar. And Rick says, yeah, I know you saw him. I said, yeah. You know, because so Rick, too, was watching. So they got to know me. And they knew I was just a young guy. So they became friends. And I used to date this girl. And she was married, so it was cool. But I didn't do it right away. I mean, I was about to get out of it. So she's sitting there, a little unbeknownst to me, she starts dating Sam P. Some guy. So I'm on this Camaro. When I have a shitty car, I always had two. Make sure I got the work. So I had the key for the door key did not work. I had to go into the trunk and take me. I had a phone hanger all fixed up. The pop. I still had to use the key to get in the trunk, right? But I do that one night. They said that was probable cause. I'm like, you didn't see me go in the fucking trunk, you know, with a key. You know, how stupid are you, man? And I had McDonald's because I didn't use the car every day. I had McDonald's bags. All kinds of shit over the place. So they pulled me over. Man. They didn't want me for that. They started searching my car without probable cause. They said their probable cause was me using a wire to open the door. When they saw me go in the trunk, so give me a break. And I said, what are you doing in there? I mean, I had piled grounds. Fucking so they did their little thing, you know, and I met a couple other MPs that were pretty cool. And these guys, they were telling me some wild stories because this one was my square mile folks, right? So they had these MP cars and they had Dodge, and the Diplomats or some shit, some piece of shit. Oh, Aspen. So the two was telling me stories. This one guy, MP, he says, "Yeah, we were bored one night. We did drag racing with the lights on." And they got in trouble because this major saw them. You know, I don't know if they had their sirens blaring. You know, and another thing he told me, they had to do patrols, so they were in a finance boat. And they had these two Spanish, you know, the contractor job. And so it turns out there were two Spanish ladies cleaning the administrative building, and they were down in the bathroom. These guys were so bored; they were doing like Starsky and Hutch, you know, kicking the door and going freeze. And she was in one of the stalls taking a shit, and the guy kicked it. He kicked it in and pointed his gun. Man, he didn't know she was in there. Fucking lady, he said it was still quiet for him when you could hear something. Punk. Got the fucking loaf in there. I couldn't stop. But I was I only went in there for a job, and you know, and I was done with it. If I'd have stayed, that's the first thing. I didn't want to do it. I just didn't. And I didn't know I could do this for freedom of expression or speech. We had a sticker out back then that said, "Don't stop now, re-enlist." So I cut that one up. I said, "Stop! Don't stop now! Don't." It said, "Don't stop now, re-enlist." I put, "Stop now! Don't re-enlist." And the post recruiter, E6, he was pissed. And my captain told me about it. He goes, and I didn't know this. This is the first time I learned about free speech or something like that. One of the amendments, you know. And he said, yeah, because I had to paint it primer black. Before that was orange, you know. That's all fucked up looking anyway. So, he said, yeah, freedom of speech, man. You can have that on there. I don't know. Because I only did it as a joke.
Yeah. When I was in regular army, they changed it. They changed your retirement, but I still fall underneath the 20-year rule for
Changed it to
75%.
What did they change it to?
They changed it to 25 years for 75%.
Oh, they did. Okay,
Yeah, they did. That was back in 1986.
I probably would have got. Well, I left in '83. I probably would have. I probably. Well, I was smarter than dumber, but I had older sergeants that were friends of mine. I used to
Yeah,
party
I was
with. I used to party with one all the time. His name was Jay. And Jay worked in finance, and Jay was cool. You know, Jay said, "Hey, listen, Jim's married too. This wife was in charge. He's about to get out." He said, "Hey, how about you go out with that together?" I said, Jay, man, Jay, I don't want nothing to do with nothing like that. I'm done, man. You know, I haven't even legally got out of it. I don't want to get involved with this shit. And I was locked out of the apartment one night, and he put me up for the night. He says, "You didn't hear nothing last night?" I said, "No, man, I saw him down." He said, "Yeah, we've been pretty wild." I said, "I have no idea." Because I was, believe it or not, even though I was turning down the slope, even when I called him before this, I don't know what's fucking wrong with me. You know, when I was young, I used to dream of that shit. But I turned on a neuropsychologist, on a pharmacist, and what is that, dental hygienist.
I don't know.
Because, believe it or not, man. Where's my engineer?
I'm drinking the same thing I always drink. I don't change.
Well,
Hey, I got some good deals on Seagram's vodka.
Oh, you did?
Come with a glass. Yeah.
A little bottle, little shorty.
Go in the box. But it come with a Seagram's glass, real thick
Okay.
glass.
Promotional
And
glass.
Just a regular glass that Seagram's on.
Yeah, promotion.
Yeah, it was a promo. I only paid 600 pesos for it, for a fifth and a glass. I thought, damn, that's a good deal. Well, I'm getting two of them. That way I'll have a set of glasses, you know, and
Yeah.
that's the way I look at it. And
I
then
used
I
to
bought
like
some
Hey,
other
I
shit.
used to like collecting them. I was in the Chili's in Sacramento or Folsom. I went up to visit the oldest daughter, and the ex-sister-in-law goes, "Want that glass there?" I don't know. I can take it. The beer glass, you know. I used to collect those from the bar I went to. Yeah, every week I had Point Beer. That's one of the beers in Wisconsin. You know, most people don't like it. It's acquired taste like glass. But I used to collect those tumblers every week. The guy would have a new. And she took the chili, and she puts it in this napkin and wraps it up. I'm like, Jesus, man, that was a mess.
I bought some other shit. It was think he got 2 glasses with it. It's 1,300 each. So you got 2 glasses, 2 fists, and 750 with it. And I was like, oh, that's a freaking bad deal, you know. So I got 4 glasses of them. So I got 2 of them. I spent a lot of money, but I don't really drink liquor. You know what I mean?
I don't either, man. My esophagus, my linings, I got Barrett's esophagus for borderline cancer if I drink hard alcohol and vomit.
Oh, it's some kind of rum. Some kind of rum.
But still,
It's still in the box. They're crated up in a box, a cardboard box, and then they tie that rope around it and all that shit. I'm like, I don't drink it anyway, you know. So. Plus, I have my.
You know, the reason I went in because there was no work. I mean, when I was in high school, you could get the same job regardless of
It's not this.
graduated or not, whether you graduated high school or not.
Blue.
Yeah, blue.
All right.
You puke
I get
all
one
over.
in for Christmas. The only reason I bought it is because it comes with a free Seagram's Imperial Blue T-shirt. That's the only reason I bought it, because you get something else with it. You know what I mean? But it was a double pack. Buy 2, get a free T-shirt. T-shirt's nice. It's pretty heavy. You know?
I have no idea what kind of.
Things.
What the hell happened to Dennis? Would you on this thing here? What happened to? I think he did. Didn't he?
I don't know where it is.
I don't know what
Just
happened to
keep it.
that. We're only drinking. I got my Bogart. There was a buy one take one. And this year I did 5. I got 4 cases. Oh, I'm pinning it up. I'm wearing it down right now, but I took the week off. I had the. Oh, you know what though? You know what, Dennis? I could get Model here. I love Model. That's my favorite. I like the bottle. I like the beer. Love the beer. At home, it was $18 for a case. If I got it on the Exotic here, it would be about that for a half for 12, and that's a bit much. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay 4,000 pesos for 12 beers. Well, you know the one I like is like it's like the one that Michael drinks. Only it's very super dry, which means as soon as you taste it and sip on it, the taste is gone when it goes down your throat. So I can drink San Mig Pale Pilsen now.
Yeah, that's what
They want that much. As a matter of fact, I bought some Carlsberg once and on Shopee, and Shopee hasn't carried that ever since. The educated man himself put us to shame.
I.
What's the hat?
Why you gotta?
You got a jockey hat on?
Yeah, something.
What? What do you mean?
Jock-
What are you
What's
talking
on your head? What's on your head?
about?
Happy Hood. Right?
Looks
That
like
looks
a
like a-
bicycle.
Hey, don't that look like a jockey hat?
It's a hat. It's the hat Lorelai got me for Christmas, so I'm wearing it.
Not with, you know, right? He looks like a bicycle hat.
I told her I
Yeah.
needed a new hat for Christmas, so she got me this hat. I'm wearing it. You don't like it? Man, you people are
should-
hot.
He's talking about
Not,
the
not unless you're on a bicycle. Yeah.
Greg says Happy New Year to you.
Snowing.
I don't know what that is anymore.
Well, it says white shit.
Matter of fact, because there's no snow, every day is a Saturday when we return.
Dennis, Greg,
And
good to see you
this
guys.
is the first. I've been here many times. But this is the first time in my life I didn't freeze in November, December, January from last year. So we had a shitload of rain though. Let me tell you, we had a couple of cool nights where, like, it's hot in the desert and at night it gets cold. And a couple of times, man, it felt. It was 74 degrees. It was 74 and I was cold. It was 82 and I was cold.
Hey, Dennis, you didn't stick around long enough last night, but the twins came on and did a dance for you, just for you, but you weren't there. So
The who? Your wife and her sister? That's Dennis's beat market, man.
Kiko has laryngitis, if you didn't know.
Oh, bullshit. Come on and prove it. No, I don't know it.
Yeah, he has laryngitis.
Laryngitis already.
Hey, Dennis, I may have a Filipina for you that lives in America. She's selfish and greedy and misguided. But you probably think she's nice. So yeah, we woke up this morning to snow. We got about an inch and a half on the ground. And it's still snowing. But it is going to warm up to be 40 something today, so not a big deal.
It'll melt.
Yep.
It'll melt. You know what? This year they had a freaky fucking summer too, where you're lucky to get 2 months out of it. It's just for me, it's like if life goes on, the older you get, the shorter life gets. And when you're measuring your time by how warm it is, for me, that's I can't do that. I was living a whole 9 months to get 3 out of it.
Hey, Craig, it was actually nice to see Kiko's wife and daughters, right? That was pretty cool.
Dennis is used to selfish and greedy.
Well, we know so.
David, Dennis, can you pay for almost anything?
So what are you guys doing in the Philippines?
Okay.
Sitting in your chairs drinking?
No,
Yeah.
Stuff, right?
Been learning ham radio through the Philippine Amateur Radio Association.
Well, nice.
I think I'm going to.
What are the rules?
There's lots of rules because you have to have a license. Yeah, I can take my license through the U.S.
You used to do that in America, but my dad was on that shit. After a while, he just stopped doing it. They had a kid night and all this bullshit. It was kind of like Thou without the video.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But I think a lot of people do it to see where all over the world they can make contacts. Yeah. Kind of like that.
That's the purpose for that.
Well, yeah, but they kind of do it just to
Broadsword,
make
Danny Boy. What movie was that on? Eagle's Nest or Eagle's Dare? Michael Caine and what's his name? Richard Burton and what's his name? Clint Eastwood.
So I have to get hooked up with the club, and then I actually have to go out, Tony. Damn.
Are you, is that club, I heard that club doesn't allow consumption of alcohol.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are for the club. It's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
totally different. Oh, that looks nice. That just looks lovely. I don't miss any of that garbage.
I feel for you.
Slushy road.
And you know what? When I go home for my son's wedding next September 27, I won't have to wear long underwear.
Well, slushy roads are better than slushy women, except unless you're Dennis.
That's so sloppy. You're doing your job.
Dennis will take anything as long as it looks good.
Hey, James.
Kind of price it, right?
James, how are you, man?
Mr. James.
James, I got your peanuts right here, buddy.
Yeah, people seem supposedly has their privacy. They didn't notify me this way.
Can't
Here
eat
we are.
peanuts.
You could sit there. At least you could do is do like sign language.
They're the super extra large Virginia peanuts, unsalted.
Oh,
They're really
You
good.
like the big
they
ones.
sound good. They sound good, but I can't eat them. Can't eat peanuts. I'm allergic.
Oh, I love peanuts. I love nuts. Well, and, you know, James is a good guy.
Knowing that I can't eat.
Oh, where'd you go?
What kind of guy that throws caution to the wind, not right?
Oh,
I
yeah,
got a-
no.
hey,
Barrels
hey,
on them.
I got a story for that. Does it have the key on there, David? Does it have the
Unsalted.
key on there?
Does it have a what on it?
To open it up, does it have that one key that you turn around and it takes the strip off of it so you can open it up?
No, it had a vacuum seal here.
Okay, but listen, here's what they did back in the 70s at least, if not before.
Either
So-
you had to turn like this.
Yeah. So
I kinda said,
I get these peanuts. I'm sitting in my barracks, just me and this other guy, and I'm all getting stoned, just before they got real tough on it. So I got the munchies, man. I'm thinking, these peanuts, So I get them out, and I'm doing it. I'm turning the key, and I thought I had it all off. But I go to pull it, freaking slices right into my thumb, my finger. I mean, deep, and that hurt like a mother. Had to call the ambulance and then whatever the medics to come over, and this is 2 of them. One of them, the lights are flashing. It's a finger, So they do that. I mean, that was so freaking because of the tenderness of that area.
Can I tell you a funny story?
Oh, I ain't done yet.
Oh, I thought you were done.
So they put my arm in a sling. So they got it was my middle finger. So I had it wrapped up and I was like, couldn't help myself. And I go to work the next day. My mess sergeant says, "Boy, I thought you'd have taken off today. Most people would have." I'm like, I didn't even know. If I'd not known that, I'd have did it, man. I'd turn right around, go home. And the post commander, he's a colonel, I forget his name, Fulberg. And I'm walking toward him, and I got my feet with this.
Damn, Dennis.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Damn,
Okay.
Dennis. That's Dennis. That's very impressive. Holy shit.
So he stood 5 feet away from the urinal and peed.
Yeah, very impressive, Dennis. Here's a quick funny story. James sent me these peanuts, right? And I was talking to him the other day, and I said, "Well, why'd you do this?" And Lorelai's there because this is the mentality of my beautiful wife. She's He said, "Oh, well, you mentioned it on one of your live streams that you love peanuts." And I said, "Well, yeah, okay, thank you very much." And Lorelai's first thing was, "Hey, start mentioning that I love Louis Vuitton purses."
Yeah, the markup's like like 2,000%.
Yeah, Dennis, that is a very very nice photograph.
Cool.
Oh, you want me to share it? Okay, I can do that. Let me get it pulled up here.
Help yourself. My engineering in here. My puppy got a ton of snow. He got a ton of snow for New Year's Eve, didn't he, or Christmas? Christian got a shitload of snow.
Okay, Dennis.
Good morning, Henry. Henry is here.
Oh, Henry.
What do you
Get
got?
it in while nobody's talking.
Is that like that emergency poison emblem there, Craig?
Dennis wants me to share a photograph with you guys. You want to see him?
No, yeah.
Hey, Henry.
Only if he comes on and turns his camera.
Okay. But you may want to see these photographs.
Well, we can do that always. You got
All right, I'm going to share them with you. Please remain calm.
Let me. What the hell is that? Is that a priest?
And you guys are getting old.
Who the fuck is on the old black one?
That's your mother.
I don't know that. Action, okay.
That one better?
Yeah. As long as it has all the makeup.
Rum. Christmas.
And here's the next one. It's one of Dennis's many thousands of friends.
See the problem? The problem is when your wife will do that because you don't want nobody else seeing it. Look at that.
I think that's a better picture.
Except you. Why is that? Why don't you get to see what everybody else has to see? Yeah, she's with her. Yeah, I don't want to make that choice too difficult. I've done this. Okay.
Does Dennis's new friend get a thumbs up?
Oh yeah, well, yeah, he ain't got the stability for that.
You're not saying he's too old, is he?
He'd be like that guy in who's that guy with what's his name? What's his name with darn it. The Miami Kingpin there with oh God. Should know this. The Paisans. While I'm laying there recovering, Craig, I can watch like the Culture or something. Culture.
Oh. Dennis, I have a rule about women. Never go backwards, buddy.
Who played the Godfather? I forgot. I can't think of his name. I should know. He's a Paisan. Who not that mirror stuck in my brain. The other guy. I'm ashamed when that remembers. Oh boy, listen to this guy. I don't even chat what I used to.
Yeah.
I did one time when I left. I was in high school. Oakland for a while. And I don't know what happened. Street family.
Yeah.
So the last time I saw her, let me think. What 1980, 85, 85. And I was really shy. And, just about to ask her out. My friend comes up and goes, "Let's go." So I never saw her. I didn't see her for 15 years. And, I used to come up with a couple of Fridays after that. Try. So, I ran into her again. I used to go to all the time. And she was the same. She came over one time. She said, "Whatever happened to us?" I said, "I have no idea. It wasn't bad." But she was good. I mean, got a great family, best good fan. Didn't make me feel like an outsider. You know, when I was there, you know, most of the dads that saw me go, you ain't gonna know what this guy. But, oh yeah, you must be sure.
Yeah.
She
Tony's doing the mumbling thing today.
She used to do the pond thing. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to.
And Kiko, just to let you know, the wife and I both think you actually have a beautiful family, and it was really nice meeting them. And we're actually shocked that they would have you.
What a fucking asshole.
He's not an asshole. Kiko's not an asshole.
Yeah, right. They all make a difference one way or the other. I'm just talking about shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I used to think back. I should never. I used to think back if I would or wouldn't, which one would I? Should I? But I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place here. I got a good life. I like where I am. I do. I really do. It took a lot of bad decisions by me to get to this good.
Come on, you've never made a bad decision in your life. It's only decisions that you learn from.
Devastating, life altered. But based because of all those things that I experienced, that's why I'm sitting here.
Trigger finger is a condition of the hand that limits finger movement. It is characterized by the
Faggot kind of
to straighten a finger from a flexed position.
You talking about fingering yourself?
Well, I was thinking about it.
Be a little messy, huh?
A little.
Trigger finger is
Oh, dang it.
Vaseline on it.
synovitis caused by inflammation of the tendon sheath.
The least you can do is put your face on your people. What the hell? I notified you when I was sick, didn't I? Mike is at work.
Great.
Really at the time. Huh?
Oh.
It's funny how much news there is when it comes to people's demise or life-altering situations, experiences. When it comes to, it's almost like relationships, almost everything to do with everyone.
You know, James has asked me a question. Let me answer it real quick. James asked why many women are so obsessed with Louis Vuittons. I don't really get it. The guy, to me, a purse is a purse, a wallet's a wallet. But I think what it is, if you can afford a Louis Vuitton, then it kind of sets you above the women that can only buy Coaches and Michael Kors. So it's one step above them. And Michael Kors and Coach are one step above the Walmart purses. So it's kind of like status is what it is.
The Walmart.
Now the Walmart purses or the J.C. Penney purses, but
So, I was looking. You know what? They got
go on.
Arkansas. Found out today mine last week. So my niece was looking at that ancestry stuff. She had I got probably both cousins down in Argentina, but this particular one, this one, because Italians started going down south in Argentina, South America, Paraguay, a year ago before World War II started. So there was a clan of sorts that left South America and came up in America to Louisiana. So some of the cousins that got to the block, families, like third, fourth cousins. So I've never, I sent that guy a message out there about
They had the dog.
take it easy. And, hey, I got a question for you, David. My mother-in-law got that little dog, Loco. He's got shepherd, and we got the snout, the colors, and feisty, man. She don't back down. I mean, she'll stick up to the end. She used to come. She used to be she's big time. She's a little cute, and like within the last month, she's got real not basically with all that stuff. She didn't even know. But she had 8 something. I mean, could it be like deep that she'll just been laying on the ground for a while, making her feel like crap.
Guys, I can tell you a funny story about purses here. I've been around.
Can elaborate on that, Matthew? Should have taught me.
Junior. I've been around, the Filipino community most of my adult life. And one thing I learned early on, when you go to like a party and there's a bunch of American women, they hang their purses up with their coats, right? You go to a Filipino party, they have a bench where all the girls line up their purses so they can show off who has the nicest purse. So these purses
That's
are
what I
totally,
look for. That's what I look for. Nicest purse means you got it in the bag.
yeah, it's a social status. So it's definitely a showing off feature.
I forget about that. Really, they tell me that they got a degree in sociology or some shit. People that like to show off themselves as being somebody like they want to be rich, but they're really not. Where they go and spend. I knew a lady worked at a Kohl's store here in Wisconsin. Markup. You always wondered how come these places stay open. You mark up a purse for $350, and it costs you $50 or less.
Yeah.
Of course, you can stay in business. Don't sell it for 2 weeks. But it's all a status thing. It's a fucking purse, man. Gotta take care. I gotta watch that tennis.
Here's another one from Dennis.
I lost something to that prick. Was she 85? What's that, man? Pumpkin? Especially K up there?
Sinus infection. Do they line up the men also? No, we just go hide in the kitchen. Very high somewhere where there's not
I
karaoke.
had my sinuses assaulted here for a whole week. Let me tell you, there was one time this week where I could, well, someone was, I could breathe, but
What do you want?
it's scary. But I think that situation I had with the fluid in the lung was hard, and I think that helped me to deal with what I had this past week.
I have to blow up my water.
Well, yeah, you cough and you got like the dry heat. It's like having dry heat if it comes up. Let me tell you guys, man, I used to think you always take the shit for granted. It's that thing I had a few months ago with my whole lung filling up, my right lung filling up with food and heart. That was some scary shit. That was the first time experience.
Yeah, cool water jugs.
And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. It is scary. But if you have the flu here, or cold, it's hot. Makes it so much fun. Hey, you look at that tag you got on David reminds me of like the Kentucky Derby. That's not a bicyclist hat, is it? You know what? I got $53 to pay for the meds, and it didn't work till the very last day. I got nebulizer of 30 minutes, taking cartridges and fluids. Like fixed paperwork, the halls. That's what she's telling me. She got a rich doctor there. We had a mechanic at the transit system that encouraged his wife to go to school, and she got to be a dental hygienist. And after she became that, she left him for the doctor. She worked.
Oh,
I gotta tell you, hey, I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you something hilarious. I'm standing there yesterday. I'm standing in the door to go outside. There's a little hallway. So the neighbor just bought a brand new under clip. So it's sitting in front of this right here. And I see these two dogs. One dog is very skittish because dogs here they get beaten. So I'm watching these dogs, and they're looking like the humans look. They're looking at the end by the road. So this diver setter, he takes a piss on this guy's wheel by disc brake wheel. And the other dog was standing behind him. It was like they were in a line. After he pissed and walked away, the other one moved up. Like he was waiting his turn. He did the same shit. Let's see, you have a arm key. You know what? For me, man, as soon as I bust, I'm not taking it over. I ain't gonna. My friend Chucky, I grew up with, he tried telling me, yeah, I had two of those escort chicks. I forgot what they used to call it. It's below that, but he called up the escort service. He's telling me about this. He's telling me about what this one was telling him. He goes, yeah, making him feel all he was this and that and the other thing. And I said, Jordan, you fucking paid her in turn. Of course she's gonna say. He goes on the sidelines. I goes under the table. This is that ain't laying on.
Well, what happens is the kids sleep out there, and then they roll all around. And I keep telling my wife, look, at night, put the water jug by the refrigerator there, so I don't have to climb over little kids to get to the water jug.
No,
But she won't move. So
No,
now
just
I got all these Gatorade jugs of water
I just
because
thought of
nobody will
something.
give dog water. Nobody will give the dog water. So now I got all these water jugs.
Don't you could drink out of the same ditch?
Huh?
Hey, James. James, it is absolutely wrong, James. I totally agree with you, buddy. It's one of the rules I make Lorelai follow, that we don't do that when we're in the Philippines.
How far back you look at that? Right here? This one?
Actually, I posted. So
I agree. It's kind of strange to have somebody dragging around a $500 USD purse to the Providence, where their whole entire NIPA is not worth $500.
Yeah.
But people that usually buy those items to make themselves feel like they're part of the elite, they don't really think that. They don't think enough about what they are and what they're doing. You know what I mean? You can tell somebody that's putting on an act who isn't. But that's a lot of experience and other people's problems and shit. It's boy, could you imagine life if you never gained any sense from the time you were fucking 15? God. But no matter some folks, you tell them.
Man, these are good. Oh, that's a lot.
Hey, where's the?
They don't really. They don't put your medications in a medicine bottle. They like give you the freaking bottle. Doesn't say how to take it or none of that on it.
I got lucky. The mother-in-law had a machine already, so I got those little cartridges. I popped them in there, and I had to do this 3 times a day. I swear to God, I said this before, and I'll say it again. I never felt any time in my life like I was going to die. Like I was. I was actually scared. I didn't know what to do. Usually I got options, but I was trying to contort my body, or kneel, lay, bend over. I was trying every which way I knew, but to try to breathe without having to have it interrupted. That's I'm not trying to sense. I'm saying this shit from real. It makes you. Why it takes why these situations make you realize how important everything is to you. I don't know. It does. I had that little beauty love.
I've been thinking about going over them vape cigarettes for a while, and kind of wean off of that. And then
Why even do that, dude?
Wait.
Listen, hey, I went out by what's his name there, Tennessee. But when I went out there, that's when I haven't had one since. That's been over 2 years now. Almost 40. And
do that for
I really don't feel any different health wise. And I was getting to the point where, and I honestly believe this, if I'd have continued to do it, I'd be dead.
yeah.
And I ain't shitting. I ain't no, it ain't out when you're younger and you go, I'll do it for 10 more days and I'll stop. But nothing. It just got me to a point where I didn't want to die. And I knew how the effect of shit was happening. And I didn't want to, smart me up. I mean, it's still
I get
helping. Well, I haven't taken a long walk in ages with the beer. I did the other day. But if you don't see the light for shit like that, you never will. These younger guys are sitting, oh man, yeah, well, you need to get a bottle.
I smoke like 3 packs of cigarettes a day.
You don't do nothing, dude. I'm telling you, man. You need to stop it.
I can't
It ain't that hard.
walk
Michael,
for.
You're gonna gain weight.
I used to walk a lot. Yeah.
You're gonna gain
Well, I've
weight.
been walking the same damn weight for, I don't
Well,
know, 20
you know what?
years.
No, that's because you've been smoking. But as soon as you stop, that's gonna change. It did for me. I'm over 200. I'm like 240.
I ain't gonna change that. Maintenance, same thing. Right?
Listen, it freaking matters, dude. When I turned 60, all those things that mine would bug you a little bit, this, that, and the other thing. After you get over 60, man, shit stays with you. It don't go away. It don't go
Hello,
away.
Jack. Jackson. Yeah, but I used to walk a lot. I used to smoke less. I used to smoke a pack a day. Because I used to be walking all the time. I think it's be a pain in the ass to stop, smoke, light up a cigarette.
Country, who are you talking to?
So we were talking about cigarettes. That's what I thought.
I don't know what I'm just telling you on my experience. I just woke up one day and I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
When I would light one up before I went to work, I throw it on the garage floor, and I come home. When I get it, that's enough for me. When I get home, I'll be looking for that. It's cheap here. Well, it was anyway. I don't know what they're now. We're $1.35.
I don't know what they are. They're 800 a carton or something. Seven something.
It isn't like I had. It wasn't anyone telling, because people have been telling me all my questions. It wasn't any one thing that sounded more important than the other. When I woke up one day, I had enough. It was me answering my own question. I just didn't want it. I had enough other things going. I will play that violin. I'm just telling people, man, that you may never have done that in your life, but
My dad probably wish he quit smoking a long time ago.
when I used to see that thing from Yul Brenner, he said, please don't smoke. He was dying of cancer. I thought, you're younger.
Oh, you're right. I was muted. It's muted. Maybe
Mhm.
Tony did it. Greg, I think Tony did it on purpose.
I I think I thought you was talking to your wife or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, she's at work. I had to send her back to work today. But I am waiting on a contractor, so if I got to go real quick, it's because the contractor showed up.
For what? The
For
heater
work.
again?
I'm giving, I'm counseling him, educating him.
Uh,
And, you know,
Canceling what?
I'm giving him advice about how to do his job.
Oh, I mean, for how to deal with it when you do a bad job.
Should I wear my
Sober.
bicycle helmet all day long? What do you think? My new hat,
Yeah.
my new Christmas hat. When I go
it's
to
on
work,
the YouTube page.
Some kind of fucking space cow.
you know,
On the YouTube page.
It's the melon. Keep the house insulated.
well, it's not very insulated. There's holes there. You can see my head.
Yeah, they're in. If you're
I'm
actually
gonna have to buy a good one. This one sucks.
why?
I don't like it.
That dried up sweat. You need
Get it on.
We're up to 8. That means we got the Twitter. Tell me, honest to God, guys.
It was Kiko. It was 1985, Kiko.
You give somebody, listen, you give somebody advice, and they think more of social media, and they do it their family. And you get what you get. Don't you realize those of us that are here at the point in life that we're in it, and we're in it because we made it happen for us to do that, and then show them that responsibility, or cop out, or fuck. Listen. If you guys don't, got the people out there don't get it. When you have children, it ain't about you no more. You have a wife, it ain't about you no more. It's not. It never will be. So quit thinking it is. But
That's why I don't have children, because it's still all about me.
No. You talk. Your wife's out and work, not listening.
That's why I don't have kids. That way it can all be about me. That's why I don't have any.
No, it's about what you do for her. If you make them, it changes your life. Priorities are different.
That's why I didn't make them. I let you guys make them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's thinking, David.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
There he is, the doctor himself. Is he
Doesn't
still
get
on
the
his cousin?
number.
Is he still on his cousin's wife?
No.
Still sponging now? He's still sponging now?
Just sitting here bored.
Life's just one big party.
Yep.
Oh my God. David, you can't leave on me, man. I'm like a half of what they are, man. This beer's been on ice for an extra week.
Don't get on that rant again, Dennis.
Hell,
Like you paid too much for the hookers or something. Hey, you know what? She could be finding shit and be a gardener, a hygienist, whatever. Astronaut.
I'm confused, but then again, I stay that way.
There you go. Days and confused for so long. It ain't.
You're just used to it now.
Ain't nothing. A couple of those Queen Victoria bills wouldn't take care of. You got your money, I forget. You know, when I came back from Toronto one time, I stopped at a gas station at the other side of Port Huron in Canada, because they wouldn't, when we exchanged the bills, they wouldn't take the change. So then I realized why in America we get stuck with the fucking coins, you know, because they're worth. You know, it was they didn't even want this shit, but I'd have a lot. You know, man, I can spend this shit by split up. Naga roll the net, the saga Naga, man.
Oh,
The saga Naga. Is that still ongoing? Is that like a new soap opera? I still can't believe Dennis's. I can't believe Dennis's old partner's Logic turned down everything for fucking nothing. I mean, you turn down the world, the dude that has 4 kids. Something's fucking wrong with you.
Why must I be so beautiful?
Go. What's been happening in your world, Jack?
nothing much. Just losing my mind.
Losing your money? I think you
Lost.
didn't have it.
No, losing my mind.
Oh, I thought you said
All
you
right.
were.
I lost my phone in a taxi.
Oh no!
Oh,
My
You didn't
my
get it, you didn't get it
T-Mobile
back?
phone. Nope.
Fuck no. Nope. The owner, the driver got down.
I ended up buying another one yesterday.
Ain't that thing a monster anyway, though? I had to get a new one too. I had to get a Chinese
This one's
freaking phone because
6.7 inch
mine.
screen.
I dropped my face down. Boom, that was it. And of course, I started that.
I had had a bigger phone than this years ago, and I'm at my aunt's house, and I had it sitting on the grill of the window, and the girlfriend at the time called me. It vibrated and it flat down right in the screen.
Let me tell you, boy, I had that thing on the sitting on top of this other old one, and I thought I tried to do shit without moving, so that one slid right off of the one it was on and smacked face down. And, that was my replacement for the other one that died. And so I get this Chinese thing, you know, different phone. The format's different. It's you know, just got to be different for whatever reason. Why they can't be the same, I have no idea. But
Yeah,
and I had
this
to
thing.
go get my
I
apps
log
on.
into
I had to go
Facebook.
get my apps. I had to get my apps on there. Google
Yeah, I
Play.
came in log into Facebook, YouTube, my email.
Yeah, I lost.
Nothing.
I lost. I couldn't transfer the contact for the Toyota dealer. So this girl calls up going, and I'm thinking, wait, tell me about my glasses. I can't hear her good. And plus my hearing's bad and she's broken in. I'm like, damn, man. Is this about my oh, there you go. Oh, that's nice. So what do you think, Dennis? Did you bust a nut in like 0.5 of a second? What? Did you force her to tell you you're the king?
Oh, that's Dennis's remote administrative assistant.
Oh,
She's in Venezuela.
well, that's different. That makes all the difference in the world.
We all need an administrative assistant like that, Dennis.
Yeah.
Those talking, go tonight, that's the news.
Hello, James.
James is here. Say hello, Jock. You stole. I used to love that show when I was a kid, man. American Sports Jock. Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, man. That was totally interesting because
That was
before
a good
that,
Yeah.
nobody had a show about it under the sea life and all that shit. Doc is, I think his son's doing it now, if not passed it on, but that was part of Marlon. Remember Marlon Perkins?
Yeah.
King.
Watched it every weekend.
Yep. Saturday, I think it was on Saturday.
Watched it religiously.
You know, on ABC they had American Sportsman, where they had
Yeah.
a guy Falk, they had Thurman Munson on there, whether he be a hunter, fisherman, or whatever. Yeah, that was Kirk Gowdy did that. That was a good show. Lots of fun. You learn about it. I'll take a plane back and choke the fuck out of it.
Sure.
You know, after I get back to my son's thing, I might come down there to what do you call it? Yeah, then about Chico's Jack and man, can you put that show up, that picture back up? What's her name? Dennis's girl.
Your son lives in Texas, right?
Oh,
I thought you said your son lived in Texas?
no, I don't know. I mean, it's Wisconsin.
No?
Dr. Phil. I in Wisconsin, most.
All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go meet this guy.
This guy, well, have fun today, Craig. Thanks for stopping. They want to give you oh, you might-
Phones and some of the phones can be expensive as hell. This one is only 6,000, 60.
I never.
Hey, you
I
know
wouldn't
what?
pay
What's the one?
$1,000 for a damn phone.
I read
went-
I tried
7,000.
Yeah, I was in the store and I asked the guy, I'm like, do you have a screen protector for it? He's like, no. So after I got done buying this, he takes me and Riza next door to the food court.
they are.
And he breaks one out. He's got a little side hustle going.
Oh, what I spent mine on. C51 was Chinese phone. I don't think it's
Alright.
I can't remember. But you know, it's doing the job.
This
It's just,
other phone,
you know what I like
this
about
Apple phone,
the thing I got now. It's when you Google Play, it doesn't show the icon. The only challenge is if you can lose your mind, you can remember what you want.
yeah, this phone I bought in 2020. Well, the screen's broke on it, but
That's
that's like 16,000,
Wait, you got your
That's
screen
like
cracked? Replace that.
$300. I need to order one on Lazada, which is pretty cheap.
Here's what I did before I left home. I used to get these Yule. It's called Yule, ULE phone, and I got an extra one before I came. And I didn't expect to use that backup for eons, but but I dropped it more. I mean, all of a sudden,
Yeah, well, good.
I go all these years without breaking, and all of a sudden it breaks, right? So I got it, and I replaced it within 2 months. That fucker breaks.
Eh,
The phone I lost, that was a replacement. I just a day before I went to the airport to come back here the last time. Holy, I was in the bathroom and I bent over and started kicking the freaking flusher, and it fell out of my pocket right into the toilet.
There was a commercial on where the dude had one in the bathroom, something comes in there and stick his finger, boop. So
Sticking in a bag of-
Jack, did you remember the number of the cab you were?
yeah.
No, but I know the company.
Did you contact them?
Get the phone.
I talked to a taxi driver and he said he didn't let me know.
Because usually these guys we'll take the it's called the R4, there's, by zones, and we'll take it to Robinson's where we went. And then on the way back we'll take a taxi. It cost us less than $2. But
Because I'm pretty sure that they
that
can't sell
dude-
my phone
that-
for a lot.
they don't. My point is, these guys usually don't get a call other than leaving from the store. You know what I mean? That they'll come back out because most people are standing waiting for the multi cab or the truck.
Yeah.
So if he's anything like when I was doing it, you check, you walk the bus, make sure there's nothing on there, whatever. I found $200 once, and I didn't know it was such a big deal. They go, "Oh, you're supposed to turn that in." I thought, "Fuck that, man! They fucking left $200 on it." Okay.
I see nothing. It's like my phone I lost in the taxi. The back glass and the front glass shattered. I don't think anybody's gonna want that. And it costs too much. It's even here in the Philippines.
You wouldn't get no money for it if you pawned it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus, you don't have the charge. You don't have the charger, so it's basically worth nothing.
I have this thing about getting in trouble and getting deported here because 2 weeks ago with Robinson's, there's this fat ass fucking tall American dude. I think it fucking weighed 300 pounds. His buddy looked like what's his fucking name? Man, he's that comedian that had the fat guy and then the wall. But I'm sitting there, my wife's ordering the stuff, and I'm sitting there. This fucker's talking shit. They look over like me, and I thought, fucker's trying to press this shit. They're laughing at everything he says. This fucker don't realize they don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Albert Costello, who's oh my God.
I don't think the police care if a foreigner fights another foreigner.
Well, you know what? I would have, if I caught that out of my corner of my eye, they'll go me for a second, probably think I'm just sitting there waiting, hoping to score. They don't realize I live here. But I would have got up right away before that fucker had a chance to get up. Because if I let him get up, it's going to be a little more difficult. This little bastard trips me and flops on my ass. I'm like Wally the Walrus, from fucking old cartoon with Tennessee Tuxedo, man. I'm thinking to myself, I ain't bothering nobody for this motherfucker. He's trying to impress these boys. Because his friend was a pussy anyway. And I would have just been cordial. Look, you want to talk? Well, what the fuck you want to say? What do you got to say? This is where being under, when you're on the light side of the pound, that you have to be crafty. You have to get this fucker before he starts to raise his fat ass up.
Look at him shake or
And
beer shake. What is that?
And here's a deterrent I'm gonna have in my house system. Most people have an alarm or smoke detector at every exit. I'm gonna have aluminum baseball bat. I'm gonna have one at my bedside. I'm gonna have one in my fucking strategically placed in the house.
Actually, I have a brand new aluminum bat I got from what was it, Ace Hardware. I'm like, they don't sell gloves, they don't sell the balls, but you can buy the bat.
Yeah, I went to the one at SM here. To the one at SM here. They had baseball bats in the front. I thought, what the fuck is the hardware store got a baseball bat?
Yeah, mine, I keep mine bedside.
In my mind, I thought to myself, hey, that's a good idea. You know?
This is what our self-defense things I have. I got tasers
Yeah,
somewhere.
I've never claimed to know it well. I ever think to have would be the biggest and best because I'm not. I mean, that's not me. But don't fuck with me. If I'm somewhere and having a good time, I'm gonna put up a little shit. Don't fuck with me. I'm at the point in my life where if I fucking give you brain damage, you can give up. Don't. You know, I ain't saying I'll be able to do it. I'm just telling you, don't do it. Don't fucking. Let's all have a quiet. Let's have a nice evening.
We are. You know what I mean?
Well, you know,
Getting excited. It takes 2 minutes energy to get excited.
You know what, man? You get your fucking white pasty ass down with your tan.
What is this beer shake thing?
What's this?
I don't
What's
understand
what?
it. What Dennis said?
Triplets. He's implying that we're fucking all stupid.
Yeah. No, we don't have that secret.
That we're all idiots.
But look, Dennis. If it was a secret, we wouldn't let you in on it anyway,
Yeah.
because it's a secret.
We can be idiots. We can be idiots all on our own. Yeah, I gotta give me a beer. Hold on a second.
What's Professor? Probably just left the black guy behind.
I gotta still gotta finish my practice test. Had to go outside. But that's just stuff that I learned off of YouTube videos. You know?
Really,
I'm
the
still
YouTube
getting
University.
78% on their like practice test. I'm still getting like 78%. You only have to get 70 to pass. Some I get 80. So done plenty now. I don't know. 4 or 5 of them. But there's only one more test. The thing that gets me is there's like 124 questions on each section.
Damn.
There's like 4 sections, 124, some are 109. The U.S., you take 35 questions for a technician class. 35 questions, they only pull like 3 questions from this section. They may pull 5 from this section and 4 from this section, up to 35 questions. So you don't know, but the question pool for each section is 431 total points. I mean, questions. So you don't really know which ones you're going to get. But these guys that do these videos, they're authorized to administer the test for the FCC, and they're in clubs, so they already know what's on the test. You know, so it's kind of like cheating. You know what I mean? So they're just they'll teach you the other stuff, but they'll focus on what's on the test. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to pass the U.S. test, because it's only 35 things. You know, you really have to know to get your license.
35 things and you're inebriated.
Yeah. Well, inebriated all.
What kind of challenge is that? Look at the you got a fucking Star Wars bolo there. Look at that shit.
This thing's pretty sharp.
Chop your head off. Ronald's here.
I think it's like
There he is.
200 or 300 pesos.
You know what? They probably got the Twitch probably got a show on. That's why Simon ain't in.
Yeah, that's my sugar cane cutter. You know,
Yep.
that sugar cane. Like,
I had this older gentleman on my bus once. He was from Puerto Rico, and we were talking some stuff. And, well, I got a packet of pure cane sugar, brown. He says, my brother worked in those fields. You see what that shit does to somebody's lungs.
I'll tell you what, and guys do that shit. They can clear a hectare in less than a day. You know what I mean? And start on another one. They're that fast. You know what I mean? I was like, damn.
Oh yeah. Oh man, we're at 158, guys. We're gonna have to go
They're working both.
Listen. Time out here. Anybody, thanks for showing up. We're in back. We need a twit. You gotta show up. And, we're gonna speak this. We're on set for 2 hours. We're gonna cut this over and go over anybody that wants to come. I'll leave the link. It's up on YouTube. I won't close that down.
I still didn't. I'm
So
still waiting.
believe it or not, we're gonna get the talk soon.
I'm still waiting on the
So
thing from security as to what my raise is going to be. You know, what my new adjustment is.
I'm over.
I
I
already
went from
know it.
I went from 23, 95 to 24, 75. But anyway, Simon, all them, they know I'll get back when they need to. So thank you everybody for showing up. Yeah. You know my engineer's able. Everybody wave good night to her. Wave. Wave.
I did wave.
Yeah,
I can take it.
You remember that thing Trump did with them? All right, guys. Come on over. Come over to the wild side. See ya.
Yeah.
Thank you.